Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, this is Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Wednesday, September the 2nd. People were starting to wonder if Danny Gokey was going to get a record deal or not. 19 Entertainment keeps everybody on American Idol under, like this optional period, and it was up on August 20th. So they signed the top three, Chris Allen, Adam Lambert, and that, Allison Arrieta. I can never say her last name. Anyway, so they'd all been signed. What was going to happen to Danny? Well, August 20th came and went, no deal, but finally 19 Entertainment said, we'll take you on. And now, for the first time in the show's history, the top four are signed to that management label. Now, Danny's going to record a country album that'll probably due out in March. Adam Lambert and Allison Arrieta's albums are coming out in November, but right before that will be Chris Allen's album due November 17th. Sylvester Stallone cannot just leave it alone. He is going to give us another Rambo, tentatively titled Rambo 5 at this point. He's going to star in it and direct the thing. And this time it involves him trying to rescue some girl kidnapped at the U.S.-Mexico border, and he has to deal with drug lords and human traffickers and that stuff. Filming's going to start next spring. Now, the first official trailer is out for The Hills, which is quite exciting. I've never been a fan of The Hills until this season because Kristen Cavallari is on for the first time. Now, it returns September 29th, and according to Stephanie Pratt, she says you can just look at the trailer and see it's very obvious that this is a girl that's going to stir up trouble, stab people in the back, and not really have any guilty conscience about it whatsoever. Maybe a few interesting storylines on the show. Heidi and Spencer, they're looking at maybe having to encourage Heidi's sister to go to rehab. There's going to be a lot of drama between Audrina, if that girl can muster up any energy whatsoever, between Audrina, Christina, and Kristen and Justin Bobby, because apparently Kristen saw Justin Bobby at Heidi and Spencer's wedding and liked what she saw. I don't care if it's scripted or not, it's going to be fun TV. Demi Moore pretty angry that people think she's lying about having plastic surgery, which is what she told the French version of Marie Claire magazine, which I just signed up for a subscription. I really like that magazine. The American version, not the French version. Anyway, she tweeted that this garbage about, her is just a slap at all women and about, an effort to diminish all of us. I don't think so. I think it's more of a slap at her for lying about obvious plastic surgery that she's had over the years. I mean, I'm not going to deny that I had my stuff done. I mean, how stupid and obvious is that? Now, according to a new report by People magazine, which is now being picked up by other news outlets, DJ AM had 8 OxyContins in his stomach, 1 still in his mouth when his body was found on Friday. Now, they're still not saying the death was a suicide. They think it was an accidental overdose. Sources say that he had relapsed into his addiction after being sober for about 10 years, and that his manager and his sober sponsor, I think they call that, a recovery sponsor, flew out to New York to be with him because they were very worried about some recent erratic behavior. When they got to DJ AM's apartment in Soho, he only let his sponsor in, and then right in front of this guy, he lit up a crack pipe and popped some pills. But he promised him, he said, after my gig Friday night in Las Vegas, I will go straight to rehab. And of course, that didn't happen because he passed away sometime Friday. Now, in the meantime, there have been details about a memorial service set for DJ AM. It's going to be at the Hollywood Palladium Thursday night at 7. They're inviting everyone that was involved in his life, whether during his periods of addiction or his periods of sobriety. They say it's really going to be staged sort of like a 12-step program meeting. So it might be kind of interesting, and maybe some good will come out of a very tragic situation. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.